Okay, so today I will be going over links, rig, usage, and features. I plan to release link to whoever wants to use them after I finish the entirety of the project. So to begin, link is a pretty basic rig. Nothing special really. He has a FK-IK spine, FK-IK switches for his arms and legs, and just pretty normal stuff, as you can see. Okay, so for the most part, a lot of the extra features are going to be found in the head control. So over here you can see I have a leg FK-IK, which is turned to 1 or 0, and it should be working. Yep. Good to go. I have the arm FK-IK, which I like using FK, so right now I have it on FK. But whatever you like using, go ahead and use it. Working. So you'll notice I have in here the left arm and right arm FK-IK. I don't animate, so I don't know too much about people's processes, but I figured maybe on an occasion you would need to use just an FK for, or an IK for one arm and not the other, so why switch both when you only need one? And so I made it to where you can switch whichever one you want. I have here the high-res model, which you can toggle and it'll just give you the higher poly model. This one's 30K, the other one is 7. I haven't had a chance to test this render-wise or anything like that, but that's basically what it's meant for. The low res is meant for animation, so that way it's a lot faster in the viewport. Next up is face visual controls. I also have vision controls, or vision visual controls. So these are just toggles.
Listen!
And I figured I would add visibility toggles for, or just in case you wanted to hide them, it was too cluttered in your scene, especially for the face controls since it's a pretty big thing over here. And so now you just have that little feature there in case you want to hide it. The face controls have a toggle for head to world, so when you're rotating Link's head, it'll either follow or you can change it, and now it doesn't follow. I'll go over face controls in a second, but for now I'm gonna stick with this. Vision controls, nothing too out of the ordinary. You have your main control here, which lets you translate. You have a world to head on that as well. So now when you rotate his head, it won't follow. And then I also have, for both eyes, I have a blink. I have lower lid, +1 and -1. And then I have upper lid, +1, -1. I also added pupil dilates with blend shapes. So those are the wide pupil and narrow pupil. Okay. And the last one on the head control is the hair control visibility. So toggle that on. And they're basic FK controls. You can rotate these ends. Just to give the hair a little bit of movement. And then these crosses are translate and rotate. So you can just move it around or you can rotate it. Just in case. I mean, you don't have to move this front part. It's just a little extra feature just in case you want it. And then there's this for the little hair hanging down. Just rotates. Give it a little bit of movement. And when you don't need it, you can just hide it. Okay, back to the face controls. For the most part, like I've said before, it's pretty basic. Just inner eyebrows, or inner brow, outer brow, and then the inner brows have squeeze, so you can do that. Then there's the cheeks, suck them in, puff them out. And I added some ear controls to the cheeks, just in case you want to add some extra movement to the ears. After that, we have corners of the mouth, just in, out, up, down. Doesn't always look good, but you can get it to where you need it. Nose, in, out. Some sneers. Since he doesn't have nostrils, it's not as prominent, but I thought I'd add it just to give him a little bit more of a facial expression, just in case. And they're stretched down. The widening and narrowing of the mouth. Pretty simple. The mouth shift. And then finally the jaw. So the jaw has the most features. Obviously it has translate. It has jaw forward, backwards. Some upper lip movement. Can get a kind of sneer going with this. Make him look a little mean. Some upper lip mid. I don't know what you'd use that for, but it's there. Left and right. And then lip forward, backwards. Pretty much all the same features for the lower lips. Then I have smile, frown. I also added some controls for the tongue, forward, left, right. Up, down. Still have some editing to do with this to make it work, because that's obviously not working. But it shouldn't take me too long. Once I start getting into the final stuff of this, I may create another video going over any extra features, if added or if needed. For the most part, I feel like this kind of going over the controls and stuff should be good enough. If anything, it'll just be fixed to the right way, how it's supposed to be, like that tongue. It's going to have the same features, but it'll just be how it's supposed to be, not all weird. Let's see here. I think that's basically it. Can break the rig, sort of. I mean, if you want something like that, you can go for it. Let's see. Oh, there's a character scale on the master control. Set it to whatever you want. Oops. Needs to be 1. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys look forward to my next post. And until then, thank you for watching and reading.